Are you forgetting something? If you find yourself forgetting your keys all the time, forgetting deadlines, important dates, you're not alone. Issues with memory and remembering are normal, especially as we age. But if you start forgetting bigger things like the names of your family members or tasks like how to turn on the TV, it could be a sign of something more serious. The good news is, just like how you can train your body to be stronger, you can also train your brain to be sharper and more alert. Let's talk about memory loss, dementia, and how to use your mind before you forget about it. As we grow older, parts of our body naturally start to decline, like our movement or hearing. Our brains are no exception. But there is a difference between naturally forgetting things and having an impaired memory, like dementia. We talked to Estela Dela Cruz, a person living with dementia, Suzette Abaya, her daughter and primary caregiver, and Dr. Michelle Anlacan, an adult neurologist and dementia specialist from Cardinal Santos Medical Center, to talk about their experiences and expertise.
Memory decline as we get older, if it's only occasional, is quite normal. These are things like forgetting your appointments or missing the date, misplacing your things like your eyeglasses, your cell phone, and your keys. But they should only be rare or occasional. They cannot happen every day, should not be progressive, and it should not affect the way you live your life.
There are many possible causes for dementia. Dementia is an umbrella term that encompasses diseases where memory is the primary problem.
There are many risk factors for dementia. First, of course, is genetics. This is what you inherited from your parents, but usually it's just a susceptibility gene, meaning that it's not 100% that you will get it. If you take care of your other diseases, then you're less likely to have dementia. Take care of your hypertension, make sure it's controlled. If you have diabetes, make sure it's also controlled. Limit your alcohol intake, do not smoke. But also, there are other things like social isolation. Having a good set of family and friends that you are interacting with is actually very good. And also, hearing loss at midlife should be addressed. There is still a chance for you to live a good lifestyle and try to prevent it. Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of dementia. But there are other forms. You can have dementia because of a stroke. You can have dementia because you've had a tumor or you had brain injury or vehicular accidents.
Well, my mom had a stroke some 10, 12 years ago. And since then, we've been noticing that she started becoming forgetful. You know, she'd forget where she would be at a certain time. She would forget like what she just did a few minutes before. And she would do things repeatedly. So parang, minsan when we're talking, she'd say something and then uulitin niya ulit.
But forgetfulness isn't the only symptom of dementia as one might think.
There are things that we call red flags, so things to watch out for, and that means that it is not a common dementia.
Like slurring, excessive sleepiness, body paralysis,
Or the way you walk shows some paralysis of the legs.
and even behavioral changes.
She would prefer that all of those belongings katabi niya lang. Akap-akap na lahat ng bag niya. And she'd be counting her money repeatedly. She would start to pack her things into several bags. When she would have these episodes, we would get scared because she would insist on leaving the house. What would worry me a lot is when she gets these hallucinations now. There would be days she would be like her 15-year-old self. She would talk to me in Chavacano. Not everything is bad. There are episodes when she is so chatty and she's so cheerful. Ang dal-dal-dal-dal. Ang dami niyang kwento.
The concept of being ulyanin has been normalized, particularly in Filipino culture.
The most common misconception in the Philippines is that forgetfulness is normal as we age. But forgetfulness that is progressive and eventually affects your daily life, that is already a warning sign for dementia and calls for consultation.
Most of us might have accepted that extreme forgetfulness and odd behavioral changes are all part of aging.
We were already living with this dementia symptoms for a while, and we were managing, and we were making sure that mommy was physically healthy. Parang at the back of my mind, then she should be okay. Then maybe these symptoms of forgetfulness and bouts of depression, baka normal lang. No?
Currently, most Filipinos are not even aware that it's a disease. They attribute dementia as a normal part of aging, and this is something that we want to change because it's a disease and we have to diagnose and treat it. When we say ulyanin, that's the closest we get to the word dementia in the Filipino language, but that is only focused on the memory problem. It's not only a memory problem, they have a lot of behavioral and psychological symptoms of dementia. Anxiety, they may have depression, they may have hallucinations, and they're very disoriented to the point that sometimes you see them lost. They don't even recognize their family members or friends. So this is beyond ulyanin.
The conversation with dementia usually ends with it having no treatment. But in reality,
we try to look for reversible causes for this dementia. So we try to look for strokes, tumors, cysts, hypothyroidism, many things that may account for the dementia. I think the most important part of caring for a family member with dementia is understanding the disease itself. The doctors usually take care of the medications. The family has to educate themselves what the disease is, what to expect, and how to deal with it on a daily basis.
What do you do every day, Dalmi?
Cooking for everybody in there.
What do you like to cook, daw, mommy? What are your specialties?
Barbecue,
Barbecue,
fish.
fish.
I hope you will try my bagoong.
What do you like to do every day other than cooking?
Cleaning the house.
Cleaning the house talaga. What do you watch on TV?
News,
News.
music. I hear mass every day.
Yon. But again, there are times na sobrang naman siyang cheerful, makwento. Ang dami namin natututunan sa kanya. And she can be very funny. We have meals together. And then she also has mental games. She does matching games and word games.
studies show that maintaining a healthy diet and incorporating variety in your physical activities can help. In fact, socializing with friends, family, and even strangers has been proven to be good exercise because conversation and being wary of social cues helps in sharpening your mind. But if you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of dementia, it isn't the end of the road. Especially with early and proper treatment, getting the proper resources, and spending quality time with loved ones.
In Cardinal Santos Medical Center, a Metro Pacific Health Hospital, when you come over for complaining of memory problems, you will have a memory screening. And then we'll see if it's something worrisome or if it's already dementia. That's when we give your treatment plan. Treatment plans for dementia are very specific to a patient. It consists of two parts. The first part is the pharmacological part. That's when we try to give the medications. And then the second part is the non-pharmacological. We educate the family as to what to expect, what is this disease, and how to deal with it on a daily basis. They can have cognitive rehabilitation and many other activities that they enjoy, which include music therapy, painting, and others. We have an advocacy group, the Alzheimer's Disease Association of the Philippines, and we took it upon ourselves to spread awareness about dementia, and we provide free training, workshops, for families caring for persons with dementia. This is very important for them to feel that they are not alone in this caregiving journey, and we are with them all the way.
I was so very happy when my mother and I saw Dr. Michelle Anlacan of Cardinal Santos Medical Center. Having dementia in the family can be very scary. No? The idea of losing your loved one slowly is terrifying, but it's not always that way. We also have our joys and our highs. You know, someone we love with dementia is actually engaging with us. Nakikipagtawanan, nakikipag-joke, nakikipagkwentuhan. Let's take advantage of those times. They may become fewer over time. And so when they still exist, we should grab the opportunity and engage with them and let them know how much we love them.